Can I make a video quickly enough before my next person comes into the office? Let's see. Today I'm going to pick on my teenager and also myself, but today it's on you. That's the special message for today. First, let me tell you about an educational workshop I will be holding between now and February. It's called How I Talked Myself Out of Headaches, the chiropractic key to the mind-body lock. So if you don't know what that mind-body lock is, I'm going to explain it to you. You can unlock your potential, fuel your brilliance, upgrade your journey. More about that in a minute, but I welcome you to this video. My name is Dr. Lisa Ann Homick from Homick Advanced Chiropractic and Brain Sense Telehealth. And today it's on you, but I'm going to use my son as an example. Anyway, I'm going to pick on him, but I'm not going to leave myself out. So this morning he was so grumpy and moody and just not looking forward to the day. I know it's Monday, back to school. The holiday weekend is over. And he said there was nothing to look forward to. His whole day was going to be awful and he doesn't like school. Okay, who hasn't felt that way before? My best answer to him was, you can look for the good in it somewhere. What is a teenager going to say? He said, yeah, right. So that was all I said. I said, well, that's my advice for the day. I'm going to back off, because when you're in a bad mood and you're grumpy, you don't want to listen to anybody, especially your mom. I'll find out today to see how his day went. Now I'm going to pick on myself, and maybe some of you can relate, but I used to wake up in the morning, and I don't know where this came from or where it started or how or why, and I decided I'm not going to worry about it anymore. But I used to feel the way he did, so I really want to communicate that to him, that yeah, we all wake up feeling cruddy and not knowing what lies ahead during the day and how we can make the best of it. But I always felt a certain kind of dread, just right here in the core of my rib cage, and this feeling of dread would just linger until I really started walking around, whatever it was, to get ready for the day, getting dressed, take a shower, washing the dishes, just the morning chores. And once I got through that, I seemed to get perkier and, okay, world, here I come. But one day, now I cannot explain this, but this has been going on for years, this horrible feeling of dread in the morning, and I've never discussed it with anybody, never mentioned it, because sometimes when it's something like that is going on for a long time, you actually normalize it. You say, oh, that's life. This is the world I live in. You tolerate it, and you think everybody else feels this way in the morning. And I am a morning person. I prefer it. I like getting up early. Not too crazy early, but I do like getting up. And I said, why do I feel this way? It doesn't last for very long. Luckily for me, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, maybe less. I don't know. Our memories are always wrong when you think about it. Witnesses, and why am I throwing this in there? I'm getting off tangent. But did you know that when witnesses who saw an accident or were at some type of event, and when they're questioned, they're usually wrong about it? This is a brain thing, and I want to talk about the brain because the brain perceives what it perceives. Without any judging, without any putting emotion on it, the brain perceives what it thinks is happening, and the nervous system responds. And a lot of witness accounts are wrong, and you've got to understand that. When you're going back to your memories, a lot of your memories are wrong. Even those childhood memories. So if you're holding a grudge against somebody after decades and decades, I'm going to tell you, you are probably wrong of how the events took place, because it's been such a long time. So take that pressure off your brain. Don't stress your brain, because it's bad for your health. Let it go. So I decided, when I had these feelings of dread in the morning, and it's even hard for me to describe it. I just like, would wake up and go, oh. And I don't know why. I don't. And at this point, I'm not going to question it. I'm just sharing it with you because I think it's interesting. It's interesting because one day, a few years ago, not that long ago, I said, why do I feel like this in the morning? I always have a good day. I like getting up. I like going to the office. I love talking to people. Why do I have this feeling in the morning? Is it just my personality? I think it somehow has something to do with the old lingering anxiety that I used to have. And if you want to know about the anxiety, I've got some videos about that. Now remember, I don't like to diagnose, I don't like to use disease words and symptom words because everything a brain does is correct for the situation, and I'm trying to teach you how to translate what your body is asking for in terms of TLC, tender loving care, and tender loving chiropractic. So that day I said, I really don't have to feel like this when I wake up. And that's all it took. I said, why? I just kicked it out of my life. And I don't have those feelings anymore when I wake up. I have to say this is the most difficult thing to describe because I still have a little nugget of memory of how I had that dread. I don't have it anymore because I made a choice to just clear it out. And I think I cleared it out of my nervous system because I wake up now and I look at the clock and I say, well, it's still a little bit dark. I'm going to get up. I'm going to do some exercising and I'm going to focus on my day. And just boom, there I go. There's no dread. There's no dread. I just can't describe it. It was kind of awful, but I put up with it. And I think back to a lot of things I tolerated a few decades ago because I just didn't know any better. I just didn't have the experience. Nobody had the kind of health insight that they shared with other people, which I hope I am doing right now with you. So that's my topic. I picked on my teenager and I picked on myself to hopefully convey the positivity of what your nervous system can do for you and what you give your nervous system. What types of thoughts do you put in your mind? Because your body reacts, just like watching a scary movie. It's all fake. You know it's fake, but you still have that same reaction. So it's on you. It's on you how to decide to live your life and plan your day and go about your day. It's on you, and it's on you to understand the 3 doorways to walk through. And what are they? Moving your brain, feeding your brain, talking to your brain. It's on you to do that in your life. I teach that to folks, and I hope it's inspiring. I know it's meaningful, and I know it's rewarding. And it's on you. Those 3 doorways. Move the brain, feed the brain, talk to the brain. And the ABCD journey, I always say upgrade your journey. And there's 4 points, and each letter stands for something. And I teach that in the office. And I also teach that in the headache educational workshop that I'm going to finish talking about. So this educational workshop, how I talked myself out of headaches, I am going to teach you how to translate the old language of illness with the new language of thriving, free from unnecessary stress and unnecessary obstacles in your life. You can learn how to question the old and break apart the inconsistencies. And you can do that with confidence. Yes. Reflect on your past aha moments, which I kind of try to explain right now, but I don't know if I'm good at it. My experience is unique to me. I can share it with you. I don't know how well I did, but you can reflect on your past aha moments and fuel your future aha moments. And I'll talk about that in more detail. This won't be a boring talk on the types of headaches and treatments because we don't treat, we complete. Your nervous system is working for you 24 hours a day. We give back. We give back to it. And I'm going to clarify the ABCD journey of the BFA protocol, brain first always. And speaking of the past aha moments, I also want to talk about how to revisit your timeline and look back at things in the past, and so that you can translate what was happening Why did your brain perceive it a certain way and cause a fight or flight response? Or perhaps it interrupted the rebuilding response. And the whole point of revisiting your timeline, I'm talking about going back through past events in your life. You revisit your timeline so you can settle your nervous system discrepancies. Now, they're unique to you. I don't point them out. I don't diagnose them. They're unique to you, and you decide. But I guide people through that kind of exercise so that the nervous system can, like I said, settle those discrepancies. Because if you still have this fight or flight that's simmering below the surface, it's impeding your health, your vitality. You don't have the right energy. You don't have energy when you want it because your nervous system is stuck on something. Some type of healing in your body because of a brain perception. And we work on that with chiropractic care. The first thing the chiropractic adjustment does is calm the fight or flight response, so that your vagus nerve can get boosted up and you can do a lot of rebuilding and repairing tissues that expended a lot of energy. And so we give back to the body in that way. And that's what chiropractic is. We're focusing on your nervous system because we're notorious for just doing too much and not replenishing. We interrupt the healing response, the rebuilding response, and we don't have the right amount of replenishing because we're just in that cycle of stress. So let's talk about it and come into the office for chiropractic adjustments and understand what that ABCD journey is with the BFA protocol. And I am so glad you stuck it out with me today in the video, and look for a new one very soon. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, and look at the blog for more information and check out the older videos. I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.